I got a lot of respect for Rob, but also he's three-dimensional. You know, he might have assaulted Dan Fraga over a taco. But I understand.
A taco?
But I understand. I understand Rob's point. I don't know if Rob knew that he was making a point, but I see his point. Okay, here's the story. And look, I might exaggerate something. I don't know. I'm just telling you what I've been told and what I've heard, and it's probably been recycled. I don't fucking know. But Rob, Dan, and several other people made a trip to like or El Taco or something like that for a lunch break.
There you are.
And this is when Rob was more volatile and young, dumb, full of cum. Yeah, they go to order all these different tacos. Like Rob gets this taco, Dan gets this taco, the other guys get their own tacos, right? So Rob, they got a big old bag of tacos, and Rob has to run in for something. So Rob runs out into I don't know, the taco place, I guess. During that time, Dan Pansy Fraga decides to reach randomly into a bag that has been filled with everybody's own tacos. He grabs one out at random. Now, you would think that any logical wise man using their brain would look at it and say, let me make sure this is my taco. You say, that's not my, hey, who ordered this? Here's a taco.
Right.
No, Dan grabbed a random taco out of the bag and bit it. And as he bit it, without checking it or testing it or opening it up or inspecting anything, not having any consideration for anybody else in that vehicle, he realized when he bit into that taco was Rob Liefeld's. You don't eat Rob Liefeld's fucking taco. And look, he might have got assaulted from that. He might have got berated in front of his peers for that. And I say, look, man, Rob at that time was 20, maybe 23, 24, 25 years old, making a lot of money. And maybe even at the point, this might even been closer to 95, 96, where everything's starting to wind down. He's looking at this office space. He's looking at people that are fucking off while he's trying to keep the work going for all these guys. And then he finds out his buddy Dan is out here just grabbing a random fucking taco, not inspecting it, not caring about whose taco he's biting into first. And as someone, like I was in the army, went into the army, and I understood that attention to detail matters. And why it matters? Why does it matter if you fuck up your bed? Because if you're fucking up your bed, or if you're fucking up any other of these minor things that mean absolutely nothing, if you're fucking those up, then you're probably fucking something else up that might be more important. So you're hitting it into their head, attention to detail. And there was zero attention to detail when Dan Fraga just randomly bit into a taco, which could have been anybody in that vehicles. He didn't care. He didn't care because it's Dan Fraga's world and everybody else is just living in it. But while your business is crumbling and you're like, how am I losing money? How am I... Like, I'm trying to pull all this together. And then you get Dan Fraga out there not giving a fuck and eating your taco. Eating your fucking taco. So, look, from my point of view, Rob had to correct the problem. He had to say, attention to detail matters, Dan Fraga. And yes, I'm teaching you a harsh lesson, but this is one that you're going to carry on for years. It's going to make you a better person, a better businessman. Everybody's going to look at you in 5-10 years and they say, wow, that's Dan Fraga. Because of that slap heard around the world.
That's
I'd like to talk to Rob and hear his point of view from that taco story. I want to know what Rob's version of that was. Because Rob's is probably, I'm just saying, you go years, stories, he might not have got swatted by Rob. It might have been what the fuck are you doing eating my taco? And I would say, yeah, Rob is right. Don't just reach into a bag. You got 6 other people in the car without inspecting the taco.
Common sense. I mean,
good manners.